Writing a literature review can feel tricky and time-consuming. But what if I told you that ChatGPT can make it much easier? Today, I'll show you the best ChatGPT prompts to help you write a literature review fast and clearly. Finding relevant articles for the literature review is time-consuming. You can use this prompt on ChatGPT. Please give me 10 Google Scholar articles on this topic after 2019. Open access. Then put your topic here, like I did, critical discourse analysis of political news reporting. You can also specify a focus on a certain population or country, as I did here, focus on Western media. ChatGPT works according to my instructions and gives 10 articles. Most of them focus on BBC, CNN, and other United States media, which are relevant to my focus on Western media. I opened the first article, The Construal of Political Perspectives in News Reporting, a critical discourse analysis of CNN and Al Jazeera, 2024. It has a PDF available, so I opened this one. Following this process, I opened the second article. It is also open access. When I opened the third article link, Online Anti-Immigrant Discourse in Germany, Ethnographically Backed Analysis of User Comments in Culture and Communication, I found many articles related to my topic. I can see that many of them are related to critical discourse analysis and media reporting. So, I opened this one, a critical discourse analysis of news on forest resources in Turkish newspapers. It is also open access. The fourth article link was the same as the third. So, I skipped this. I then opened the fifth article. It is the same link. But it has many relevant articles, so I chose this one. Corpus-based critical discourse analysis of reporting practices in English news reports on public health events in China and United States. I have opened just these 4 articles to show you an example. A good literature review needs almost 60 to 70 Google Scholar articles and citations to show previous work. First, you need to just collect the articles. Now I will give you some prompts that can help you write the literature review easily. You also need to add references for these articles. Just copy the DOI and paste it into MyBib search section. It will generate the reference for you. I have linked the tutorial video of this tool where you can learn how to use this tool. First, you copy only the discussion sections of all 4 articles. You can paste around 5 to 6 articles, but only the discussion section at one time in ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT does not accept very long text. Then use this prompt, literature review, write 3 very lengthy paragraphs. Use medium-length sentences. Focus on writing narrow-based findings. Must use citations, then add the topic, critical discourse analysis of political news reporting, then give instructions like, compare the main findings of all authors in terms of methodology and results side by side. Identify common themes or patterns across all studies. After that, remember this format. First write the article number, then go to MyBib, copy the citation of the article, and paste only the discussion section of that article. I will repeat this process for all articles. The purpose of citations is that ChatGPT will give the exact citation of the article. And it will save you hard work later when adding references. Now I have added all 4 article citations and discussion sections. ChatGPT starts processing my request and gives me 3 lengthy paragraphs. The first paragraph is about article methodologies, like qualitative interpretive models and corpus-based linguistic techniques. You can see that it does not only summarize the methodology but also gives a proper compare and contrast, like Mamona et al. 2026 explicitly adopts the Tourné-Van Dyke socio-cognitive model. In contrast, Lee et al. 2023 uses a corpus-based CDA approach, focusing on frequency. Similarly, in the second paragraph, it gives a comparison of results, and in the last paragraph, it shows common themes across all studies. You can use this prompt to analyze several articles for your literature review. Now I will tell about the second prompt on the same articles. But remember, you need to change your articles. As I said earlier, it is better if we use 60 to 70 previous articles to write a literature review, especially if you are doing a master's or PhD thesis. So, I just remove the previous part of the prompt and add this prompt. Compare the perspectives of authors and point out key differences. Highlight contrasting findings about the topic. Identify how theoretical approaches vary across different studies. Then ChatGPT processes according to my request and gives me 3 lengthy paragraphs. As you can see, it gives different perspectives of all authors. For example, while Mamona et al. Argue that Western media subtly reinforce political power structures, Al-Badawi and Al-Najjar suggest that Western media can also create empathy through discourse strategies. In the second paragraph, it shows contrasting findings of all articles, and in the third paragraph, it compares the theoretical approaches of these articles. When writing a literature review, it is important that we compare the reliability and validity of articles. It helps to find a good gap. So my next prompt is, critically evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of articles. Assess the reliability and validity of research methods used in studies. Analyze the quality of evidence presented. Identify gaps. ChatGPT works according to my request and gives me 3 lengthy paragraphs. In the first paragraph, it gives strengths and weaknesses of articles. For example, while their categorical framework improves analytical clarity and reliability, the study remains mostly descriptive and lacks triangulation with audience reception or production processes, which limits its explanatory power. In the second paragraph, it focuses on reliability and validity. For example, the study's claim of neutrality in Western reporting can be critically questioned. In the third paragraph, it gives research gaps. For example, there is limited use of longitudinal or cross-platform data, especially within Western media systems. Before even starting a literature review, it is important that you have an outline. You can use a prompt like this: create an outline on this topic for a literature review, then add your topic, such as critical discourse analysis of political news reporting with a Western media focus. It gives a detailed outline like theoretical foundations of CDA, discursive strategies in news, objectivity versus ideology in Western journalism, methodological approaches in CDA studies, and more. This heading and subheading structure will help you find articles more easily. For example, if you want articles on a heading like CDA in political news reporting, just copy it and ask ChatGPT. Give 5 Google Scholar articles on it after 2020. Open access. Then add the heading and subheading. ChatGPT gives 5 articles and even highlights findings related to your headings. You can open these articles one by one, as we did at the start of the video. Then add the reference in MyBib and use one of the prompts that I showed. Similarly, pick another heading, ask ChatGPT to give articles for that, add references in MyBib, and use another prompt. In this way, you can get an organized literature review, and your references will be stored in MyBib in one place.